I've realised over the last couple of years that I've made quite a lot of mistakes in my channel, and I wanted to draw some of them to your attention because it's quite funny to look back. I'm just coming up to 800 subscribers, which is astonishing, and I'm really grateful to you all for coming along on this little journey. This one is really funny because it basically is me not able to do maths. So let's have a look at this. In this particular video, I'm looking at the magnification of eyepieces, and I take a 9mm eyepiece, and the scope's focal length is 900. So it's basically 100 times magnification because you divide it by 9. And I couldn't do this, and I just lost my numbers completely. It's quite funny. So yeah.
Smaller eyepieces. This is a 9mm.
There you go, 9.
So obviously 900 divided by 36.
Where did 36 come from? It's 9.
Get my phone.
Who knows? So completely got this wrong.
That's 150. Hooray!
No, it's not.
So in theory, and it's just...
Yeah, well done me for being a bit rubbish in this video, so sorry about that. This is an interesting video. This was where I took a 130 PDS and I modified it. It was Pimp My PDS. But halfway through this, I talk about the mirror size, and I say that the mirror size is 6 inches, but it's not. It's a 130, and 130 is a 5-inch mirror. So yeah, I got that wrong. It's a 5-inch mirror. It's 130. It's the clue is in the name, Andy. So yeah, this is what I say. Really good. It's got a 6-inch mirror. It's got 650mm focal length, which gives you a good wide field. So yeah, another mistake. Sorry everyone. This was my Ioptron GEM45 Nook review, and I made a mistake here in that I referred to the latitude bolts as being for northern and southern hemisphere, depending on where you are, which of course is utter rubbish because your angle of latitude is where you are in the northern and in the southern hemisphere. You can have those angles in both. So I actually say here that you change these screws according to whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. No, it's just your angle where you are. Sorry about that. I got that hopelessly wrong. So this is what I actually said.
And they have to be changed. So if you're in the southern hemisphere, from 14 degrees to 44 degrees, this entire screw has to be moved downwards. Now it's supplied as if you're in the southern hemisphere.
No, this is all rubbish. So sorry everyone.
Just that one
yeah.
To go to the 36 degrees.
It's irrelevant whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. Basically, your angle is where you are, regardless of whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. So where I am in the UK, I'm around 52-ish, 52 degrees, so I put it in the 52. If I was somewhere else in the northern hemisphere and it was in the 40s, I would adjust it down to be in the 40s. So yeah, sorry, got that hopelessly wrong. A lot of other people have asked me why I changed mounts when I got this mount, and to be honest, I wasn't getting on with it, and it had so many issues that I just wasn't getting on with it, and in the end I just sent it back because it just wasn't working out for me, which is a real shame because it's a beautiful mount. But I think with Ioptron products and with so many astronomy products, not just Ioptron, but with so many astronomy products, there is a definite equipment lottery, and sometimes you get a really good one and sometimes you don't. And with this one, I have no idea if this was representative or not. So that was really difficult. But in the end, I went for the AZ EQ6, and literally from the moment I unboxed it and used it, it's going to stop working now, isn't it, when I say this? It's been really good. I've not had any issues. I just plug it in and it guides and it does everything I want. And I don't feel like if I sneeze near it, it's going to fall to bits. The only thing that isn't so good about the AZ EQ6 is that it weighs as much as a small car, which means it's really, really heavy. But apart from that, as long as you're able-bodied and you're able to carry it, it's a brilliant mount, absolutely brilliant mount, and I really like using it. It's just very heavy. In this particular video, I was comparing the polar alignment routine using an iPolar and then comparing it with shark cap. Now, it turned out in the end that the iPolar appeared to be slightly off compared to sharp cap, which was spot on, as you'd expect, because sharp cap's really accurate. But what they don't tell you about the iPolar is that you have to align the iPolar first. And this goes down to what I said earlier about the iOptron mount. It's really frustrating that the iOptron mount didn't have that in its instructions. So although this was very accurate, it wasn't aligned. And that's my fault, because you don't know what you don't know. And I feel that this video is a bit unfair now, because basically I hadn't been through an alignment routine, but what it did show was the iPolar was staggeringly well aligned, considering I hadn't actually aligned it. So yeah, another bad one from me, but it is quite interesting comparing the two. So yeah, I kind of feel bad that I got this wrong, but I only got it wrong from the perspective that iOptron don't provide instructions as to how to do this when you buy the telescope. So I feel stupid, but maybe not that stupid, because they don't tell you things and you don't know what you don't know. So I can only apologise for getting that wrong, but it's all a learning experience. So basically you have to align the iPolar and then it will be a lot more accurate. Bit of a shame really, because I made a video about that, and to this day 836 people have watched it, so sorry, I was probably wrong. There we go, looking at my YouTube channel from when I started. When did I start? I started so my first upload was 3 years ago, and that was just when COVID started actually, and I wasn't planning on making a YouTube channel. I genuinely wasn't. And then it kind of just developed, and some of the videos have been really, really popular. Other ones I've made hopeless mistakes on, for which I'm trying to apologise for. And others, it's really interesting when you look at what people like and dislike. So for example, there's a video here, which is the Skywatcher SciScan handset software update, has had nearly 4,000 views, 55 likes, and 5 people disliked. So either it didn't work for them, or I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, I don't know what I did wrong for 5 dislikes. That one gets a dislike. Every now and then you get dislikes for some reason. 2 dislikes, what was that? Pimp My PDS. Oh, that was Pimp My 130 PDS. That's interesting. Also, the other one is the Ocal Collimator. That one divides people a lot. It really does. And some people hate the Ocal Collimator. I think it has its place because it can be very accurate, but the instructions, again, they're virtually none, and which is why I made a video about it. But a lot of people, they didn't like the Ocal Collimator videos because obviously I made some mistakes in there, again, for which I apologise, not meaning to make mistakes. But you know, you guys are amazing, and you always correct me when I make mistakes, which is good. So thank you, and please do keep correcting me, because that's how I learn, and hopefully I can then correct myself in following videos. So there you go, that's the YouTube channel so far. Hopefully this has clarified my stupidity and general muppetry, and here's to the next 800. Thank you all so much for your support and your comments and your kindness as well. Some people do say some wonderful things, and I'm very grateful to you. So take care everybody, and I'll keep churning out some videos every now and then, and I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope some of them are vaguely helpful, and I hope some of them are vaguely accurate as well. So take care.